in this video we'll have the 4 conditionals. The 0 conditional, first, second, and third. Let's begin together. First, we will begin with the 0 conditional. The form of the 0 conditional, I put present simple in the first part, if clause, and then the main clause I put present simple also. For example, if I say, if I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. So I'm speaking about facts or habits. I use the 0 conditional to speak about facts or habits. What do you think about this one? If I oversleep, what will happen? I missed the bus. This is fact. If I miss the bus, I'm late for school. If I'm late for school, my teacher gets angry. What about the first conditional? In the first conditional, I put if plus present tense, and then the main clause will plus infinitive, or can, or may, or must. For example, I say, if I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. So I'm speaking about a possible action in the future or in the present. It's a possible action. It can happen. If I go to London, it's possible action. I will see the Big Ben. So it's a possible action here. If I go to Buckingham Palace, I can take a photo of the royal guard. It's a possible action that can happen in the future or in the present. If you go to London, you must look right before crossing a street. What about the second conditional? The second conditional, I'm speaking about unreal action in the present or in the future. It's imaginary. So I say the form of it, if clause, if plus past simple, and then the other part of it is would. I put would or could or might plus verb in the infinitive. For example, I imagine if I were an astronaut. I'm not an astronaut. So if I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. And keep in mind that we use were, we don't use was. So I don't say if I was an astronaut. I say if I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. So I put the first part in the past simple and the second part in would plus infinitive. And I use the second conditional to refer to imaginary situation. I imagine that I'm an astronaut. So, I imagine if I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. It's imaginary situation. If I traveled in a spaceship, I would go to Mars. I just imagine. If I went to Mars, I would meet a Martian. So it's imagination also. If I meet a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. Also, it's imagination. If I didn't understand him, I would come back to the earth. It's also imagination.